Well, good morning. It's another day, another vlog. I want to welcome y'all to the channel. We don't have a whole bunch going on today in the campground. Cindy, we're down to bare bones employees. We have, what did I say, a week and a half left. Cindy had to go in at 7:40 this morning, open the store. Her and Becky are working. I've got some running around to do. I got stuff to do in the campground. Welcome back and thank you for joining us. So let's get our day started. There's the kitten, and I don't know if you can see in there, but there is Miss Puma in her house. So we are slowly making friends. Puma's still not sure what to think. So I've got to go fill my propane. The kitten is back in her crate, and Puma is excited that the kitten is locked up. So as you can tell, I'm wearing a jacket with my shorts. It got very cold last night. Got so cold that our 30-pound propane tank went empty, as you can see, one-handed. I'll put this in the Jeep for the day. So we have one full weekend left of camping at the campground. Then the following Friday, we close the campground. Correction, following Saturday, we close the campground at noon. So season's almost over. I know it got down to 41 degrees last night. I've got to go fill some propane. I've got 2 empty tanks. Go to the office, we'll check on Cindy. I'll transfer the propane bottles over to the back of the golf cart, and then we'll fill them up. Starting to take the Halloween decorations down. We made it to the office. Here's the golf cart. I'm gonna throw the propane tanks on there after I check with Cindy and get the key, and then we'll go fill up our propane tanks. Oh, not sure where Cindy is. There's Miss Becky, and there's Cindy beyond her. I'm not the only one that ran out of propane last night. Somebody's already dropped a tank off at the propane filling station. Since I wasn't here, I wasn't able to fill it. And I'm not sure we have anybody else on right now that can fill it. So I got to do my 2 tanks and a guest tank to the filling station. So we will start with the tank that was dropped off by our guest. I'll fill it first. It feels very empty. Connect the pipe or the hose. Get my screwdriver. So we turn the propane on, start putting it in, bleed it off. These 20-pound cylinders should hold about 4.6 gallons of propane. There's two ways to know if the propane tank is full. So number one, there's a float attached to this, and it should just automatically shut off. If it doesn't, you open the bleeder right here, you can hear the air coming out of it. When propane spits out of the little hole right there, you'll know also that it's full. So there's two ways. It's like this one's gotten 4.1 gallons in it so far. All right, it's spitting out, and it stopped. I'll put this one on. Morning, Benny. 4.6 gallons propane, 4.6 gallons propane for the guest tank. 4.6. Reset it. Get my two tanks. Now my white tank is completely empty. My gray tank is not. The white tank here is a 30-pound cylinder, where the gray one is 20. The white one actually holds 7.5 gallons of propane, and like I said, she is empty. Start filling that bad boy. Open the bleeder. Now this one's full at 7.2 gallons, so it wasn't quite empty, although it was empty enough that the furnace stopped working last night. And then this one's not all the way empty, but I figured I was coming up here. I would go ahead and fill it up. Let's bleed the valve. Oh, that thing's heavy now. There we go. This one just cut off. 9.7 gallons total. And that's that fuel that escapes. The old type hoses used to have a bleeder valve right there to bleed off the excess. The new hoses do not have that. Got the propane all paid for. We're gonna run it to the house. It's right there on the back of the golf cart. We're gonna take a quick loop around the campground, see what's going on, and then I don't normally say this, but today is bank day. Last week I think we went on Monday. I didn't get to go yesterday. Things got really busy here, so we're going to take a deposit to the bank and pick up some dog treats for Chance. So that's where I keep the propane tanks. This is the one that I hooked up this morning to the extend-a-stay. This hose runs straight to the regular onboard propane system. And I'm just noticing I have to order a new one. It's starting to get some cracks in it right there. So it's time to, when we get to Georgia, I'll order another one. Then here are the other two that are full that I use for heat. And then the fourth one is right here underneath that new cover I bought. Where we're going, they require your propane tanks to be hidden. So I bought these covers. I'll put a link to them down below. I got 2 for the 20-pound cylinders and 2 for the 30-pound cylinders. Yesterday I went to Driftwood RV Center over near Wildwood, New Jersey. It's about 45-50 minutes from here, and we are talking to them about having an RV show here, and we were going to do it in the Grove. So he's coming next Tuesday to look at the Grove and see if he thinks he can do it. He wants to bring like 6 RVs in. My problem is here's the road to the Grove, and it can be kind of a tight fit right through here. And then once you get out into the Grove, it opens up, and there's plenty of room over here. So we could back right here, we could back like 4 RVs in. They could put a tent over here, and then we could actually back another 2 RVs over on this side, so they could have 6 RVs. We were working in Montana in Polson at Flathead Lake at the KOA up there. We did an RV show up there, and it was quite the success. So we're trying to bring more families, more new RVers into the campground. What better way than to have an RV dealer show the campground off by bringing potential customers in? I think that's a good idea. We're taking all this stuff down this week, so I think that's a good idea. And the other thing I worked out for them was a BOGO coupon. So if you were to buy a new RV at Driftwood RV, I think it's in Claremont, I think is the actual town. If you were to buy a new RV there, then you would receive a coupon for a free night's camping here at Wading Pines. So the coupon recipient, they would pay for a night, and then we would give them a second night for free, which should bring brand new RVers into the park. It should help boost our occupancy rate and introduce new families to the campground. So those are 2 ideas that I've been mulling over. I met the general manager of Driftwood RV Center at the RV show in Wildwood. We had several discussions. I finally was able to get up with him and go visit the dealership yesterday. And we decided to do the BOGO, and he's going to come check out the campground to see if there's enough room to do an actual RV show here. So that would be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I'll keep you all updated and let you know how that goes. Now, it's not quite Halloween. I know we're taking down our Halloween decorations, but our guests are still putting up Halloween decorations. Look at that thing. Is that Skeletor? There's the RV. It towers over the RV. Trick or treat, y'all. So good news with Harper. He got a call yesterday. Looks like he's found an apartment in Charleston. His fiance is going down to secure that today. I helped him fill out all the paperwork this morning. He's able to use my computer to scan and email it. And he's gotten a job down in Charleston. Plus, he's a hard worker. Plus, he's got an interview tomorrow, a Skype interview. Things are done totally different than when I was 20-something years old with a fine dining restaurant. So he'll be working at as a sales job during the day, selling heat and air, hot water heaters, and appliances for an older company. Company is established in the Charleston area. He'll be doing that during the day, you know, it's 9 to 5. And then he's trying to find 3 or 4 nights a week, restaurant job at a fine dining place, either being a bartender or being a server. He says he probably in 3 or 4 days at a fine dining restaurant in Charleston doing that, he'd make as much as his day job. But he really wants to get back on his feet from all the stuff that happened in New Orleans, and he ended up having to pretty much leave there with just minimal belongings. So y'all keep Harper in your prayers. He's starting over, and he's met a real good girl, and I'm excited about his future. All right, so I've left and I am headed to the bank, and then Cindy and Becky, which you saw Becky when I came in the store. Becky was actually, we met them when we were working in South Carolina. They followed us up here to New Jersey. If you ever get a chance to hire Jeff and Becky as work campers, you will not be sorry. They are hard workers. So anyway, they both said, hey, while you're at the bank, could you stop and get us some lunch? And I said, what do you want? I know they've got a Taco Bell. Becky's eyes lit up. She wants soft tacos. So I have another excuse. Backroads nomads, don't judge me. I have another excuse to get tacos for lunch today. And then Cindy wants a crispy chicken sandwich from I think the only place I'm going to be able to find that is going to be McDonald's, which is my least favorite. There's no Chick-fil-A or any other place, mom and pop, I know that has a chicken sandwich, unless I go to the diner and surprise her. I'll have to check on that. So anyway, we're going to get lunch for the crew in the store. I'm going to get some Taco Bell, and I'll happen to go by the bank while we're there. So I'll see you when we get to town. So I left the bank a few minutes ago. I'm headed down to pick up some food. I see Taco Bell 2 weeks in a row. You know, it's been, I don't know, forever since I've had Taco Bell, and now 2 weeks in a row. So I'll run into Taco Bell. I'll get Miss Becky her soft tacos. I will get me some tacos. And then I'll go across the street to McDonald's, get a crispy chicken sandwich for Cindy, and head back to the store, or to the campground. To the store at the campground. Go inside and order. I can't get used to marijuana being legal here in New Jersey. I'm walking through the parking lot. Somebody's smelling it. I can't stand the way it smells. Let's go in Taco Bell. We'll order, then we'll go across the street. So here it is. I got Miss Becky her tacos to go. I got me 3 hard tacos and a cheesy burrito. Taco Bell was absolutely delicious. Now, going to get Cindy a chicken crispy sandwich, and then we'll head back to the campground. Hamilton is quite the busy community. See if I can get across the street, if I need to go down and turn around. Okay, 2 more cars, and I'll be free this way and that way. How about that? Here we are at Mickey D's.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Are you using a mobile app?
I am not, no ma'am.
What can I get for you?
Could I get a chicken crispy sandwich? I guess, what is that, a 4A?
Okay.
But I just want it plain, no lettuce, no tomatoes, no pickles, no nothing. I just want a little bit of mayonnaise and the chicken sandwich. Does that come with French fries and a Sprite, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
That'll be it. Thank you.
Everything correct in the screen?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, thank you. It's going to be 1043 first window, please.
So I just looked down at the gas gauge. almost empty. So we're gonna stop here at the Sunoco on the way back because gas is far and few out here. $2.95 cash or credit. Decent price. Still not used to New Jersey where you're not allowed to pump your own gas, but you have to get somebody else to pump it for you. So we're getting it filled up today. $57 later, I'm headed down the road and back to the campground. So we are back on Godfrey Bridge Road, pulling into the campground. One thing I did notice, if you see my expired inspection sticker, I still have not put the new inspection sticker on the car. It's sitting in the camper. I need to do that before we leave and hit the road. I've got new stickers for both this and the motorhome. If any of y'all are around the campground, you see me, give me a little reminder. It seems like my concentration is other places. Here's the campground. Bringing the girls their lunch. Cindy said she wants to do last week's timesheets for payroll, and that way she only has to do half of it each week, and I agreed that was probably a good idea. Tell you, since the assistant managers left, there's a lot more paperwork. I didn't realize what all Bernadette did. Oh, I was going to show y'all a couple of videos ago. I showed y'all what these candy corn things are that Harper built. So there they are. There's photo opportunities for our guest. Let's see where payroll sheets are. Nice flag. I've been cleaning the tool room. There it is, time sheets. So this is what we are going to do with the picnic tables for the winter. Instead of leaving them flat, we're going to stand them up. That way the snow and stuff will run off of them and they won't stay wet and rot. I'm not sure if we've got time cards in the snack shack. We opened the snack shack Saturday afternoon. We're going to open it again this Saturday afternoon. Trying to get rid of a lot of the prepared foods so we don't have to write so much off. See if there's a timesheet up here or if he just used the timesheet at the office. I do not see the timesheet book up here, so I am going to say there is no timesheets here. Looks like somebody got some wood delivered. They'll let it, I guess, they'll cover it and let it cure for the winter, so it'll be good for next year. All right, back to the office. Our sales now 50%. 50% off on ice cream. We've got like 9 or 10 more days. 50%.
remember.
Bobby, I got the timesheet book if you'll come back in a little bit, okay? I can't. She's got to put it in the computer. I got a call down at the office that there's a tree that has fallen at the river. Now, over in the wilderness section, I didn't think we had anybody camping over there. And sometimes we get people who call in the wrong place. I don't know, but I'm gonna go down and check it and see if we need to get a chainsaw out or anything. It's amazing the number of people that don't know what campground they're in. I wonder if it's that tree. I wonder if it's this tree right here. I mean, that's not a dangerous thing. It looks like it's been that way for a while, but we can cut it. Oh, we do have people camped over there. So let me go and see if there's anything else. So we're down in the river section and the wilderness section. Okay, there's the river right over there. There's more people camped down here for midweek than I thought. I don't see any other trees down. It's hard to believe that somebody would call about that little tree. I mean, there's a tree down over there, but that's on the state campground property. Right there across the river. That tree right there is not something that we would maintain. There is a car over there, so maybe they called. So there's a limb down there. Oh, I wonder if it's this tree. Because this is across this path right here. So this could be it. So let me call Bobby and get him to bring a chainsaw down here and see if he needs help. So Cindy made a reservation online and the people bought a full barrel of wood. I was loading it up, Bobby showed up, so he already had a trailer instead of lifting up on the back of my golf cart. Take it down to the cabin and deliver it. Here I am headed home again with Cindy working at the computer. There's so much paperwork to tie up here for the end of the season. I'll be glad to get her all done. How about you, babe?
Absolutely, I'm tired.
Headed home for the evening. I'm gonna walk the dog, feed the cats, figure out what we're gonna do about supper, and then I'll put this video together to send to y'all. It's kind of frustrating right now because we still have a busy weekend this weekend, then we can start shutting down, but there's so much to do to shut down that we can't shut it down until the people are out of the park. But the shutdown budget is less than I had hoped for manpower. So I'm probably gonna end up doing a lot of stuff after all the employees are gone before we pull out of here by myself. Or me and Bobby. But let's go get Chance and take him on a walk. So I think Chance is happy to get out of the house. I did walk him at noon, or when I got back from the bank and picking up lunch for the girls. So he's been in the house for about 5.5 hours. Say he's ready to take a walkabout and go potty. I don't know if you can see over the top of the camper there. The sun is starting to set. Temperature's starting to drop. I called Cindy when I got home just to confirm how long she would be. She said she's probably got an hour's worth of paperwork to do tonight. So I'll try to get supper started. Nothing too elaborate. Probably fish sticks or something like that. Something that I can cook. Thought while I'm out walking Chance, I would show you. Here's cabin 14. I'll show you the wood that we dropped off. So you can buy either prepackaged wood for $10 a bundle here, half barrel for $25, or a full barrel for $40. So that's $40 worth of wood. I think that's a pretty good amount of wood for 40 bucks. And so that's just wood from like those 2 small trees we took down, from limbs that fall. We drag it to the back and cut it, and we have a log splitter. And we split it. We had to pressure wash this building first of next year. Campground's so peaceful, especially during the week. So Chance and I are back from his walk. I'm gonna feed the animals and get supper ready and put this video together for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for joining us along for our day. And sorry you didn't get to see much of Cindy. We've got 2 different parts of the park we work at while we're trying to get this thing shut down. And we have 2 sets of responsibilities, and we don't see each other a lot during the day right now. But stick with us. We've got about 3 or 4 more weeks, and we're headed to Georgia for some downtime. Should be a lot of exciting videos during that time. Thanks again. If you haven't checked out our memberships, I ask you to do that. And thank you for watching, especially this far into the video. We'll see you next week.